Fred here. Welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Olala G3 10,400 milliamp hour power bank. So stay tuned. You heard it right. 10,400 milliamp hour. That's a lot of reserve that you could have in your pocket if you're someone like me who has all kinds of apps always running on their cell phone, and their cell phone doesn't have the greatest battery life. This is a Samsung Galaxy S6. You know, has a mediocre battery for what actually is considered small, but it actually does quite well, but it still does not hold up to what I put my cell phones through. So I need to have a power bank if I'm going to be away from a 110 outlet. So right now this power bank, this 10,400 milliamp hour power bank, battery charger, whatever you want to call it, is running for only $19 on Amazon. I went ahead and provided the link in the description box below if you're interested in this. But wow, that is a lot of power for the money. But is it worth it? Let's take a close look. So here's the box that it comes in. In the box you get the charger, a little manual, not much, and a power cord. And you can see that this power cord is not too long, and also it's not built in. A lot of chargers these days have some sort of built-in capacity, like this. This is one of my old ones. Doesn't have much capacity, but it does have a lot of neat little built-in cables and everything. And by the way, Olala does have other chargers with a lot of things built in, but this particular one I chose because of its capacity. So the features, again, capacity 10,400 milliamp hours. The battery inside this is a lithium-ion battery. It features two dual USB ports. Dual means two USB ports. One is marked 2.1 amps, one is marked 1 amp. You also get this button here, which when pressed, it will light up some LEDs. Right now it's lighting up 3, showing you how much battery, or what's the capacity of the battery, or how much power you have left in the unit. For specifications here, I have written down fully charged by a 1 amp charger will take about 10 hours. I also noticed that if I plug this in to a charger that is able to supply more power, like a 2 amp charger, it still only draws about 1 amp. So no matter what, it's going to take at least 10 hours to charge. That's one of the cons for this unit. The cycle life for the battery is like most lithium-ion batteries. You should be able to charge and discharge this about 500 times. So it's going to last you a long time. Probably it will keep on going when you're ready to move up to your next one. Electrical efficiency is about 85%. And I'm going to show you what type of battery life I actually got out of it. And I think it's pretty spot on, or pretty close to that. I'll tell you right up front, my Samsung Galaxy, based on my test, I get about 3 full charges that I could charge my phone up with this. This is pretty good, because I barely got over 1 with this older one, which this one was only like a 3,000 milliamp hour, which, by the way, you walk into Walmart, you know, and you get one of them chargers that cost about as much as this, you're going to be lucky to get 1 charge on a modern day smartphone with those units. That's why you want to go online or go, you know, to a store that has these kind of units that they don't typically have in the big box stores, and get that huge capacity for the really good price. Dimensions, if you're carrying this around, is about I'm going to give you approximate, about 3.5 by 3.25 inches, so almost square, and about 1 inch thick. I got the exact dimensions down below in the description box. Weight is about 8 ounces, so it's a little heavy, but you know, the shape is really nice. It goes into your pocket. It's all it's not smooth. It actually has a very, very nice texture. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but very nice texture. You get a good purchase on it. It's not going to slip out of your hand, but it's not so tacky or anything where it's very easy to just slip in your pocket. I really like that. Protections. This thing has mega protections. They're big on safety. For instance, if you open up the box here, well, first of all, you can see right here, they're bragging about safety. There's a lot of circuitry put in to this unit. They talk about safety on the back. You open this up, they're talking about they're not talking about safety, they're talking about following them on Facebook right there. But lots of references about safety, and that's because you get a lot of protection here. My notes have overcharge protection, overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, temperature protection. So I went ahead and tested this, and I'm going to go ahead and go to a cut right now where you could see what I sort of have, just sort of saw. Now for this test of the power bank, I thought it would be fun to bring in my Samsung Galaxy S6, which I've run down now to 12%. I never let my phone get this low. But I thought we'd charge it up. Now the internal battery is a lithium-ion 2550 milliamp hour battery. Not too big as far as large smartphones or flagship smartphones are concerned. Now our power bank is fully charged. All the lights are lit there, and they have a 1 amp and a 2.1 amp plug. So I'm going to put this in the 2.1 amp plug to charge this up. Now for fun, I thought it would be cool. Oh, actually, I need to take this out. I thought it'd be cool to put this little tester on here so we could actually see the numbers as it's going. So we could see it's putting out 5 volts right there. And then we'll go ahead and plug this into one of the outputs. And then we'll plug this into the phone. And then I'm going to start my timer. And we'll see how long it takes to get this charged, or at least partially charged, so we can just get a number. Alright, so how do we plug this in here? Go ahead and stick this in there. I never know which way these things go. One day they're going to make these USB things where it doesn't matter which way they go. Alright, and I need to start the timer. So there we go. We're charging up. It looks like it's this reading will fluctuate until it sort of figures it out, but I thought we just go ahead and watch as things progress. I'll go ahead and turn the camera on and off as time goes by, because I'm not going to bore you with a video of a cell phone charging for hours and hours and hours, unless that's your thing. Not really my thing. So we'll just go ahead and let this go, and we'll see what happens. We're already back, and it's only about 3 minutes in, and it's already up to 14. But I noticed one other thing, because I went to hit the button to turn off the display, because that would be a realistic environment as far as recharging your cell phone, and I noticed that the amps bumped up to 1.75, so that's pretty good, and we're still at about 5 volts. So again, we'll just keep on going. I'll bring you back if something significant changes, or we just get basically charged up. Okay, we're at 20 minutes. I just turned my phone off, and because I want to just sort of get different readings, different numbers and everything. So basically we went up by 20%, because it was at 12 and now it is at it was at 32 basically, or 33, but basically it went up 20% in 20 minutes. So it's going up about 1% a minute. So now I'm going to leave it off and just see how things go. I also noticed that the amp being pulled by the phone is the same when the screen was off as with the phone totally being off. If you notice, it's off. When I hit this, it just brings up where the battery is. So I want to see now how much faster it's charging now that the phone is off. Now that we got an idea of it being on with the screen off, it's doing about 1% a minute. Okay, we just went up another 20%, and we did that in about 16 minutes. So it is a little bit faster, of course, when the phone is off, because the phone is not sitting there running, using up power while it's charging. So I just want to give you an idea. So it went up 20% in 20 minutes when the phone was on. It went up another 20% in 16 minutes when the phone was off. This is like Windows where, oh, there we go. 100%. Let me stop this here. So we're looking at about an hour and 40, almost 41 minutes for 88%. Now it did slow down as it started to reach full capacity, and I think that's a function of the phone. So when it was at the very low end of capacity, when it was almost discharged, it was doing about over 1% a minute. So to charge this battery fully, this phone, it probably would take about an hour and 52 minutes, I would say. About an hour and 52 minutes to fully charge a Samsung Galaxy S3. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. You can see how that goes to 0. Nothing funny going on here. We'll go ahead and unplug this. I want to hit this button, and this thing's still got a lot of juice left in it. Alright, I wonder how many more times. I don't have enough video and time of the day to constantly recharge this, but still pretty amazing, still pretty fast. So I was talking about it taking a long time to charge, even if you got a really good charger. Like this charger right here is a 1.8 amp charger. Let me go ahead and plug that in. And where is my tester that I had just showed you? I'm going to go ahead and plug this in here. Just like this. Just like this. Okay. So, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on an output. Then plug it into the charger right here. Now this charger is able to supply 1.8. However, when I plug this into the unit, you can see right here it is only going to still charge. It's only going to pull about 1 amp no matter what. So that's why it's slow to charge, and it's such a huge capacity. So my recommendation to you is, at the end of the day, if you think you're going to use this the following day, is to just plug it in and let it charge overnight. That is my recommendation. And it's very safe. I think it's safe to leave alone. But if you're a little bit paranoid, you do have those battery charging bags that you can go ahead and put this in so it doesn't burn your house down. But I'm not saying that. There's a lot of protection built in here. It's not going to burn your house down. Really good. By the way, when it's charging, you can see how it's doing the little light dance there. Very pretty. Very nice. So, warranty, you get a 30-day money-back guaranteed for any reason type of warranty, with the exception of natural disasters, human misoperation, things like that. And then you also get a 1-year warranty for quality-related issues. So if there's something that was because of manufacturing, they'll go ahead and replace that up to 1 year. So pros for this unit is this 1 amp and this 2.1 amp plugs right here. It turns out that I'm actually able to pull more amps out of even the 1 amp. I think they actually will provide you up to 2.1 amps on both, because when I let me plug this unit in here. Okay, I'm plugging this into the 2.1 amp unit. I'm going to go ahead and get a big old freaking tablet. And where's the plug? I'm going to go ahead and plug this in here. So this should pull a lot of amps. There's a big Dell tablet right here. Alright, is it on? Alright, so what is it going to pull here? Okay, it's pulling 1.22 1.2 amps, and that's out of the 2.1 amp port. That's what the unit is pulling. It's not because the battery can't provide it. It's just what the tablet's pulling. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this out and put it into 1 amp, which means it should only provide 1 amp. But guess what? It provides the same amount. The same amount. So I've got 1.2 there. Okay, out of the 1 amp port. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it back into the 2.1 amp, and you can see that it is providing the same amount out of both. So pretty neat. You're actually getting 2 fast charging ports there. So a little surprise right there just in my tests. Other pros is you're getting huge capacity for the price. Again, you're getting 10,400 milliamp hours for the unbelievable low price. And I say this with all honesty. For for $19. Great price. Nice build quality. This unit really feels solid. You know, it has a little weight to it. I love the texture. Really, really good. But I do have some cons, like I do with everything that I review. The unit takes long to charge. It's going to take at least 10 hours to charge up this huge battery at only 1 amp of what it pulls. The other thing I would like to see is rubber feet, but I don't want those rubber feet to come on it. I would like it where they have like a little spot where you could put stick-on feet. And the reason why I say this is if you want to put it down and you don't want it to slide, it's nice to have rubber feet. However, if you're somebody who likes to just slip this into your pocket, you might not want those rubber feet on there catching on your pants while you're trying to get it down in your pocket. So I'd like to have the option is all I'm asking for. And the last thing is this unit doesn't have any kind of built-in cable storage and everything, so you got to sort of carry around this cable somehow with you or whatever, or use another cable that you might have available with you at all times for some reason, or in your car or whatever. Would have been nice if there was some sort of storage. Again, as I mentioned earlier, they do have units with built-in cables, but not at this capacity. That's what I love about this unit. It's what makes me buy this one over other ones with bells and whistles and storage or whatever. This thing is just huge, and it's huge at a great price, and that's why I love it. So I've been testing it for a couple of days. It's worked flawlessly. It was kind of neat to not always have my phone charged into actual power outlets, because this thing just kept it going and going, which is really strange for me, because I literally have to keep my phone on power so much because I have so many apps that are always running and I'm always doing stuff or playing games. You know, I love Boom Beach. I like my Soda Crush, and those two will eat up a battery like no tomorrow. So gotta have power, more power, and the Olala G3 gives you more power, so I highly recommend it. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.